everyone, I'm Camille Tamayo. I am a massage therapist and I'll be reaching my 15th year in practice in 3 months. And I've honestly been wanting to make this video, and it's about the concerns in massage therapy in the client side and also in the therapist side. And it's a Monday. I really want to make a habit of creating a video on Mondays for you. So first, let's start off with the client expectations and also the complaints. Okay, first one is about pressure. It's never enough or it's too much. So one way to handle this, I believe, is alignment, right, with what they're expecting. Understanding when was the last time the client got a massage, so you can have an idea before you even uncover it, that what you might be uncovering. Right, you have to ask them, what did they like about their last massage, what do they not like. Okay, and how are they with pressure. Okay, and also, like, maybe kind of, what are you doing tomorrow? Do you want to be sore tomorrow? You do not want to be sore tomorrow. And this talk right here, this Q&A, it doesn't always happen in massage businesses, because in massage businesses it goes way too fast, right? It's just in and out, go in, go out. And 1 hour services, I don't believe in 1 hour services anymore with massage, only because it takes about, average for people is 15 to 30 minutes for them to actually relax and really let their guard down. Yes, for example, right, you go to a party, it takes about 15 to 30 minutes to kind of like find your way and see where you want to stand and hang out and talk to people. It's the same with massage therapy. It's a very intimate moment in time, so it does take time. And let's remember, for therapists and clients, you are getting a massage therapy because you are stressed, you are hurt, something's going on. Okay, and you cannot have an expectation that in an instant, in an hour, you should feel completely new and the pain's gone, right? And therapists, you are not a magician, you are not God, where you are gonna take out all the aches and pains of human. Okay, you have to remember, you're human helping other humans. Remember humility, to humble yourself of what your limits are, of what you can do. Okay, so naturally, yes, it happens that in the first 10 minutes of the session, the client is already, hey, asking, can you do it harder or whatnot. And as a therapist, you're just like, you kind of get annoyed, like, I'm just starting out, I'm just warming up, why are you asking me that, right? That's what's probably going through their head. But as a massage therapist, you have to learn how to transform this and read between the lines, or read about it and be like, and say, hey, don't worry, I will get there, and just focus on your breathing, and lead them to another calm mind thoughts. So in this case, maybe getting to know the client, be like, I would like to tell you my approach. I will start with compressions and just warmed up, but I will get to the deeper pressure later on. And usually I would say, before I start, enjoy your massage and do some calming relaxation and groundedness, and really connecting to the client. And sometimes I do say, thank you for being here, thank you for trusting me, and I will do my best. And those, like, reassuring words in the beginning, I'm connecting with them, I'm thanking them for their presence, and I respect me, and so I respect them. I something like that. So you have to set that respect space. um, and let's see, professional boundaries, like with inappropriate clients maybe, or inappropriate therapist. All right, let's talk about this. Inappropriate clients, they would maybe touch you in the leg or start like asking you for certain things. Knowing how to deflect this or stop it. um you know, like moving oscillation, they're trying to touch you but just grabbing it and then moving it away and coming them and be like, and saying, slowing it down, are you doing okay? Like, it's almost like something's going on with you. Like, are you all right? um and then you can say maybe like, um this is not that type um of service. I'm uncomfortable now as a therapist. I cannot continue, so I will have to step out now. And then you, as a therapist, report it to your manager, or if you are of your own business like me, feel free to stop it. Have no fear. If you want, you can just leave all your stuff there, get out, get your keys, and move out. And also, if you have your own business, you should always do a telephone screening interview, understanding like if they've had in-home massage therapy before, that this is a professional massage. What are they looking for? What's their intention? What is their goal? Do they want to feel relaxed? Is it for pain management? Is it for rehabilitation? Or is it for just relaxation? Things like that. Okay, so that's the client, inappropriate clients. Or maybe they are looking at you, they don't want to close their eyes. You can ask them, are you okay? Are you all right? And you know, you're not trying to engage in so much conversation. It's more of addressing like it's something going on with you. But there are times, honestly, where they do just want to open their eyes. And you have to learn to, massage therapists, you have to learn how to talk with your hands, not necessarily with your mouth. You know, you have to know what moves maybe can excite a person, and you have to learn how to change that. Yes, that may be another video. So here with massage therapist, inappropriate behavior. One thing I always hear is massage therapists talk too much. You guys are sharing your whole life to your clients, and in this case, the client is not relaxed. I feel so bad for this. Massage therapist, if you're using this time for you to talk, you need to go out. You need to go talk to your friends. I completely understand this field can be very isolating, but you have to also take care of yourself so you can take care of other people. Okay? When a client want to have a conversation with you, always try to redirect this to themselves. I either give one answer or I don't even answer. And they're waiting for me an answer, and I say, hey, take a deep breath and exhale out. Okay? How do you feel? Okay? And talk with your hands. Talk with your hand. They start talking, their face down. Maybe massage their temples, massage their neck. Okay? Or take a break and, you know, rub some aromatherapy and say, hey, I want you to take a deep breath. This is this essential oil. Okay? And revert back and reset. And if you find your client maybe talking, you as a therapist, you need to understand maybe, what can I be doing something different? How can I approach this different so my client is more relaxed? Maybe I need to put a cover for their eyes, right? or maybe they're feeling cold. Okay, this conversation opportunity is not for you to talk, it's for you to have the internal dialogue. How can I improve this experience? All right, so please, that's one thing to take home. All right, and let's talk about draping issues. Massage therapist, I hear this too, and also read it on Reddit. Inappropriate draping, right? With the breast, pulling the person's arm, exposing the breast. It's very sad, and I'm sorry, dear clients, this happens. And massage therapy, like therapist, you need to be part of the solution and not the problem. You need to learn more art, more science, and more spirituality behind what you're doing, so you can earn more money. You can transform this labor to something else and turn to something different, and not this maliciousness and perverseness, right? Draping in this area, in the sacrum area, have a towel behind that, okay? I understand in other schools it's extra that you have to shove that thing down here, like into the crack. Like, no need, you can shove it more here under the ankle if you don't need to exactly work on this thigh area. And also when approaching this area, if this is the leg, sometimes if this is their butt, right? I don't want to approach this way and kind of look towards their butt like this. Maybe I would sit over here so I am looking down at the heel, so they feel comfortable. I'm not looking up their crack or whatnot. And honestly, this is the part of the creativity. Different, approaching things differently. If you always approach the leg from the feet, learn how to approach it on the side or from the glutes in the middle, okay? Like that. I would love to share more about that in the future. And please, if any boundaries has been crossed in the client side or on the therapist side, please follow your gut. These are signals and these are instincts, and learn how to listen to them, right? It's not just here like aches and pains and signals. They're there for a reason, okay? They are our nervous system telling us for safety, for guidance. It's a signal of fear, it's a signal of love, okay? So learn how to listen to this. And you can listen to this by not talking so much. Learning how to meditate and learning self-care in the client side and also in the therapist side. Yes, okay? And let's talk about then the burnout situation. So clients burnout. Yes, my business is in massage therapy, and I do have many clients that are hurting and burnout, and I do not take pleasure in other people's suffering. I do what I do because I love to help in this situation, and I hate to see someone so burn out. And I always wish that people who does come see me or who does get massages does it out of maintenance, not out of emergency, okay? Like the emergency before the Western doctors into the hospitals, right? So burnout happens with clients and therapists as well, and we want to help each other with burnout with clients. Yes, everyday stress, and that happens. And please don't take it out on your therapist for not being enough, not doing enough. It's a very physical labor. People's thumbs are aching and their energy is just drained. Yes, don't expect a miracle after you haven't taken care of yourself for months and years, and then you go to a $60, $80 place and expect something, right? So have a realistic expectations, right? You go to a Western doctor, you go there, wait in the waiting room, see a doctor for 10 minutes, and they prescribe you something or not. You pay insurance, so you're like, cool, I did it, I went to the doctor, I used my insurance, I'm happy. But when you go to a massage therapy place, you pay out of pocket, you use your credit card, your cash. It feels like it gets so much is taken out of you, like I need a miracle on this. And this is the pressure that therapists feel, in all honesty. They feel all that dump of energy that people just carry, like the stress of backpack, they just carry and just dump it in the room, which is unfortunate. And when therapists do feel that the client doesn't have realistic expectation, and they think like, oh, we've had this client before, they're cheap, they're not gonna tip. Yes, the burnout of therapists, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, it doesn't justify their actions to just do the minimum. But they do the minimum because they work like 5 days a week, 5 people a day, getting minimum wage and trying to upsell aromatherapy, hot stone, and this and that, and they become a salesperson instead of the beauty that they first saw this field. And that's the unfortunate news of both sides, guys. So you see that, like, it becomes, unhappy for both. And I want to bridge that. I want us to find understanding of each other, and really like try to bridge that gap so we can understand more of each other and help each other out. So yes, unfortunately, there are people who work 5 days a week, 5 people a day, and it is too much. It's unsustainable. Massage therapists burn out after 5 years of doing that. Yeah, and I'm sad about that because I've been doing it for 15 years and I'm still good. I take care of myself. I do get massages, and I believe getting massages and talking to other therapists and reading and applying things on my own with like acupressure points and things like this, it helps me become a better therapist, and I want to share this too next time. So let's see. Feeling not heard or seen, or mismatched expectations. Yes, so right, if the client feels like, said, hey, my neck is hurting and you didn't work on the neck, okay, that is part of the bitterness of the massage therapy, right? They don't want to work because they're tired, right? Or sometimes maybe they did work on it, maybe they just didn't feel like they did, because sometimes when this is like locked, like it's just like locked, you can't move your neck, right? It's hurting. As a professional massage therapist, I know that I need to unlock maybe this area first before I can actually work here. So everything is interconnected like that, right? So we have to know those. And as a therapist, you have to communicate that, wow, you're really tight here. It's really difficult to get here first. And offer advices, offer resources on how you can work on that. And maybe asking, what are your daily activities and weekly activities that makes this area all messed up, right? So feel free to engage in conversation like this if they want to. All right, let's look at other complaints. Other complaints. Poor hygiene, okay? I'm sorry, it does happen, right? As a therapist, they're working too much. They need to reapply their deodorant. They just ate in the back and they gotta go run and go meet a client. They forget to gargle. Yes, unfortunately, that do happen. Clients too, they're coming back from work. They set up an appointment. Right. They just came from a run. I don't know. They don't know. So please ask them, hey, please use the shower really quick. Remind them, have they had this service before? Just reminding them of hygiene, you know. Just don't be embarrassed to say something, right? You shouldn't be embarrassed. And if you are, this is an opportunity to practice saying something. Let's see. Let's see some complaints. Temperature issues and comfort issues. In a spa place, it's a central AC, it's set, you're cold. Maybe, you know, have a massage heating pad, turn that on, say something. Unfortunately, not a lot of places have good ventilation. If so, if you walk in there and you're like, kind of don't like this area, be like, I'm sorry, you know, say like, I'm sorry, I had an emergency, make some excuse and leave and get out, okay? Or with as a massage therapist, your client's like, oh, I'm kind of cold, be like, here's a towel, here's, maybe put a towel over their eyes, over their heads for a little bit of warmth, or turn up the massage heating pad. Or also if it's just like the general you know, the change of temperature when you are massaging, you take out a lot of heat, like especially when after you work on the back and you turn over, it's natural for the temperature to change because the body is actually breathing, right? That's the and that's the case. Get some hot water, and hot water with a cloth and just a little bit of a wipe, you know what I mean, solves problems. And I think just sharing like a little bit of knowledge like that, that it's natural for you to feel cold. Ask them, do you want something I can get you, things like that, right? Putting an extra towel like over their feet kind of warms up, like that little pressure there. All right. The therapist nail scratched me. Okay, this is the last one. Yes, as a massage therapist, you cannot have long nails. Long nails, they carry bacteria, okay? No, you cannot have that fashion nails. It isn't. It's like being a waitress, right? Sure, there are waitresses that have them, but I personally, these harbor germs. They really do. So this is FYI for you guys, okay? Clients and therapists, please be mindful of your nails. I actually cut and file my nails once a week, okay? And I love them. It should be a meditation, it's an art, and it's something you give your time for self-care. Okay, therapist advice. I clean my nails once a week, and my toes, I give myself a foot bath, Epsom salt, just get one of those and learn how to do that. Because we obviously not gonna get enough tip for you to always go get a manicure pedicure. Okay, all right, let's see. All right, maybe one more last one. When the treatment is feeling rushed, whether you're getting a 1 hour or 90-minute massage, yes, 1 hour is gonna feel very long. I mean, sorry, short, because if you work at a place, it is that in and out. I'm not sure if I talked about this already, but if that's the case for 1 hour massages, as a therapist, it's kind of your challenge to make that 1 hour feels longer than it is. And in that case, like applying a certain kind of method that allows that person to feel really relaxed. I think that one comes from experience for you to do. What else? You guys, okay, I think that that's our 25-minute video. I'd like to share this little spray I made with my friend. The spray, it's with rose water essence and vodka and water, distilled water, and spearmint essential oil and rosemary. This is kind of like my my driving spray. It's nice and refreshing and keeps you moisturized. So yeah, have something like that for you. And I hope you got something out of this video, and I hope it provided some kind of information, help, guidance, and please do comment so that can help me with my future videos. And thank you so much. I would love to see you next Monday. Thank you and take care.